Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ritnika and you have reached Natural Vibration. So I'm back from my vacation. I was traveling for a month. It was lovely. I went to 5 different countries. I was in the Netherlands, I was in Belgium, I went to Poland, I visited Auschwitz and stuff. It was pretty hardcore. Um, Went back to Italy, went back to France, Paris, and came back. So it's been a good vacation. I did schedule the videos, so I hope you guys, appreciated and enjoyed those. So I wanted to touch base. Like, how are you guys doing? How was last month's full moon? I don't know about you guys, but I got triggered. I was traveling with my grandmother. For a few days, and then I went on my solo trip. But I like to take her around for a bit. And she said something to me that really triggered me, and I think it kind of impacted my whole trip, and to a certain degree, it's impacted me till now. I feel like there is a lot of self healing left for me to do, but yeah, I feel like the energies were very strong last month, and we've got the next full moon coming up in a few days, and it's also an eclipse, and it's going to be major changes. So do keep me updated on how you guys are doing. I do want to let you know I am back. So if you guys want to book a private reading or book a session with me, for those of you who don't know, I'm a certified EFT coach, shamanic healer, as well as a neuro-linguistic programming coach and a life coach. I do a lot of my sessions on Skype worldwide. So if you are interested in working with me, I work with people with depression, anxiety. I have twin flame specials. I've got people who I work with addictions, lots of blockages of any kind. So if you are interested, do log on to my website, naturalvibrations.in. And if you want to book a private reading with me, that's always available, again, on my website. The turnaround time, since I'm back, is just 2-3 days. I like to make sure I get the videos out as quickly as possible because I don't like waiting for them so long. I know some people have a long wait, but I like to not keep people waiting that long. It's not fair. Plus, what else? Oh yes, if you like my videos, it would be lovely if you can please like and subscribe to my channel. If you click on that bell icon, that would be the best because that will notify you when there's a new video. Okay, so let's get started. I have picked the cards already because I have picked a lot of cards. This is going to be an in-depth reading. Yeah, my wrist, I put on a lot of weight. Also because of my hormonal stuff, with all my surgery things that happened last year, and then all the traveling and the drinking and the eating, especially in Italy. And I started working out, so my wrist has acted up again. I guess that's the problem with ligament tear, but life's gonna go on. I'm not gonna hold myself back from anything anymore. Right. All right. So we got very interesting cards. I picked a lot of cards for this month, and I'm going to start showing them to you. So it's going to be a pretty in-depth reading. So let's get started, okay? For the Divine Masculine's overall energy for the month of July, we've got Violent Dawn. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. The lighting is weird. And we've also got Acceptance. So these are from the Oracle of Shadow and Light, and then these are from the Ganesha deck. Very interesting. So from what I've seen in these cards, it seems like the Divine Masculine is getting aligned, but the Divine Feminine is getting triggered. And you've got to let me know if this resonates with you, because these are general, right? What the violet angel breaking dawn means, and we're going to read this from the book so I can give you some more clarity on it. It says, there have been many times recently when you have felt like you've lost your spark and that your physical body has been exhausted, almost as if you've been born tired. It has been a long night of the soul, but now I am here to let you know that not only has the worst passed, the best is on the horizon. It is faint and it is gathering energy, but it will soon be on its way. Soon, with this new dawn, your energy will begin to flow again, and you'll feel connected to your own internal power source once more. Your spirit will blossom and your intuition will hum. Please awaken earlier and be ready to begin our work on this new project by spending time outside in nature and in the early morning. With fresh hope after a difficult time, something new breaks through and shows evidence of his approach, and with it your new reality. You have great reason to feel optimistic, cheerful, and like something has changed on a permanent basis. You're on the verge of a new day, and it is in these delicate and faint beginnings that something strong and bright will come. Do not wish it to hurry up to the brightest part of the day. Enjoy this tender new birth. Gratitude and awakening, early rising, and trying new things are all on the agenda. So, what I'm getting for the divine masculine is, he's the divine masculine, he or she has been going through a very tough time. They've been growing, they've been changing in the last few months, last few years, because everybody's on a different cycle. And what that means is they're going through ego deaths, they're going through dark night of the soul, they're changing their core beliefs. And a lot of divine feminines went through this as soon as separation happened. But for divine masculine, obviously it takes time. So it's funny, I always get readings done for myself by other readers because I want to make sure that I'm in alignment, because your own energy affects your readings. And I can see the same thing being reflected, and that is that my divine masculine, has been stuck in the past. They're stuck in the old paradigm, what society has taught them, what they have believed up till now. And now they're slowly coming to the realization and acceptance that guess what? This is not how things are supposed to be. Up till now, they have been fighting. They've been fighting it, they've been resisting it. And now they're coming to a point where they're accepting. They're accepting that this relationship is real, this connection is real, and is more than just a past relationship or a past hookup or a past connection. There is something deeper here that needs to be explored. And with the violet dawn, what is telling me is that up till now they were suffering, they were not happy because they were stuck in old patterns, old karmic relationships. And now they're breaking free. They're coming to the realization that they're accepting this connection. They're like, okay, you know what? This does not make me happy. Clearly, this other person is somebody I want to be with, or somebody that I cannot get out of my mind. So I am now going to take steps towards that, and something new is about to begin. It's like they say, it's darkest before the dawn. Well, the darkness is now subsiding, and the dawn is about to begin. All right. So the divine masculine is in a beautiful place. Now let's look at the divine feminine's overall energy. She's got the fairy of the divine hand, intoxication, distorted view, and overindulgence. And then we've got empowerment and surrender. Now we're going to read this from the book as well. These are great cards. I like these cards. All right. It's pretty obvious what this card means, right? We've got stop right now. Your intuition, your inner sight and clear vision is sending you a very clear warning. A red flag has gone up, and this is the time to stop, to look, and to listen before going forward. Your higher self, your clear sight wants you to stop before simply taking this wonderful temptation someone is offering you. It may be a form of a secretive relationship. It may be junk food, alcohol, sex before you're ready, or behaving in ways that are unsafe and disrespectful, speaking harmful words and thoughts that could scar people for a long, long time. This moment's indulgence could have long-term repercussions that could lead you away from well-being, clarity, and harmony. You know when this temptation comes that you do not need to flee, you do not need to indulge, and you do not need to curse and berate this lovely, very earnest fairy with a clear message to stop and truly look at what's taking place. you know you simply need to pause. Be clear, quiet. This is your chance to break free. So what I am getting is that for the divine feminine, I feel like the divine feminine is getting triggered. All right, I had to take my wristband off. It came off. So I feel like the divine feminine is getting triggered. And I can sense this. I feel it too. You know, I've been feeling low. I've been feeling really low about just life. Certain things that I thought were going to manifest, you know, haven't manifested, like, you know. And that doesn't mean they wouldn't manifest in the future. But, you know, when you go into that negative cycle, you know, you kind of stop. And I'm trying to get myself back, you know, with gratitude journals and things like that. But it takes time. I feel like a lot of divine feminine have reached this point where they're like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, screw this shit. It's taking too long. I've been wasting my time. Nobody's gonna want me. I'm fat. I'm not feeling happy about myself. I'm a loser. I'm just gonna fucking start dating people. I'm just gonna start hooking up. I'm over drinking, overeating, negative thoughts. Basically being in the lower vibration. And I feel in the month of July, especially, unless you guys follow with the advice, a lot of divine feminines are going to be in this place. And some of you may already be feeling this. Some of you may get out of it. You know, everybody's in a different point of view. Card readings help you gauge where you are so you can course correct, right? So that's what's going on for the divine feminine. And the other two cards we've got is empowerment and surrender. And this is what the universe is telling you. Divine feminine, you need to first of all surrender. You need to surrender to what's going on. Yes, no matter what's going wrong in your life. This could be with regards to your relationship, but it could be regards to your self-worth, regards to your work, your family life. It doesn't have to be related, but it affects us overall, right? And what the universe is saying is, whatever it is that you want to manifest, oh my God. So I'm getting, my throat's closing up. This means the divine feminine have something going on vocally. This happens to me a lot when I do the divine masculine reading. So the fact that this is coming up for the divine feminine, this is telling me that some divine feminine are choking up, choking back tears, choking back what they're feeling, right? And the universe is saying, you've got to surrender this. Whatever you're feeling, surrender it to the universe. The full moon's coming up. It's a beautiful time for you to take a pen and paper and write out all your fears, all your doubts, everything that you're feeling, and burn it. Burn that piece of paper. And then the universe is saying it that will, and then get into your own power. I feel like a lot of divine feminine, myself included, are not realizing that you are a powerful being that can manifest what you want. And I know sometimes it takes long. Just because something has not come into being right now, come into fruition right now, doesn't mean it cannot happen in the future. But you cannot fall back into the negative. You know, that's the whole process. We make progress, and then something happens and we move back. And then we try again and try again. The idea is not to get derailed and keep at it. All right, divine feminine. So this is what you're going to be facing in this July. So it will be really helpful for you to release and surrender everything that's going on, and then come into your own power. Figure out what makes you feel empowered, whether it's to do meditation, healing, gratitude, whatever makes you feel good about yourself. You got to start connecting to your higher power. All right. So let's continue. What's going on in the divine masculine spiritual plane? We've got time for a nap, and there's a strong magnetic connection here. Chemistry. Now what this is telling me, excuse me, I know I'm a mess. Everything is, my wrist thing is falling apart. My throat is closing up. I told you I'm in the divine feminine energy right now. So I really apologize. My throat's been acting up this morning. I came back to Delhi and there's so much pollution here. Started affecting me. All right. So what the divine masculine is going through, I feel like because they're coming to this acceptance, you know, they've got that acceptance card and something new is about to begin, and they're now realizing that this connection is so strong that they are kind of getting bombarded with thoughts about the divine feminine in the spiritual. Like, they're feeling the energy of the divine feminine so much that they need to take a step back and rest. It's like too much. Now that they're allowing this connection, right? They're allowing it. They're accepting it. It's coming. It's overwhelming. And universe is telling them, it's okay. Take a nap, Go take a step back and just relax and see what happens. All right? But I feel like that's what the divine masculine is spiritually. They're really feeling the energy of the divine feminine now. And it is overwhelming. It's really overwhelming. And the divine feminines are like, yep, serves you right. We've been there. We have been there, right? But they need to sort of take a step back and relax. So divine masculines, if you are watching this and if it's getting too much, take a nap. Sleeping, drinking water, these are ways of changing your energy state. That's why in EFT we drink a lot of water. It changes your state of energy, right? So if you are feeling this way, take a nap, take a little bit of rest. Don't worry, all right? The divine feminine in her spiritual is God to the sea and calling in your soulmate. Affirmations, wishes, prayers, visualizations. What this is telling me is a divine feminine has been really asking for the universe to send in her twin flame, her soulmate, whoever she's meant to be with, right? She's been really asking and asking and asking. But the trick is that sometimes you've got to let go. And that goes back to the surrender card. We cannot force the universe to make things happen in our timeline. We can't force the universe to give us anything we want. What we can do is set our intentions, ask for what we want, and let go. Go to the sea is going with the flow. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. That's how you're supposed to be. If you're so attached to the outcome, that's when you go into the negative, and then you're reflecting negative, and that you're going to get more of the negative. So right now, dear divine feminine, you have got to let go. Whatever it is that you want in life, not just with the divine masculine, but with life, with work, with money, whatever it is you're just really pulling you down, surrender. I'll tell the universe, whatever's right for me, please bring it. This is what I want. Visualize that you've already received it. Feel it as if it's happened and let go. If it doesn't, it's cool. You cannot be so attached to the outcome. If you're so attached to the outcome that your current happiness is dependent on it, that's when things don't manifest. So you have to let go and enjoy life right now and be okay with the fact that whatever it is that you want may not come into fruition. Okay. Now, what is going on in the divine masculine's heart space? And this is beautiful. We've got mending, we've got getting to know each other, and we've got romantic feelings. This is beautiful. In the heart space, the divine masculine wants reconciliation because he's coming to that acceptance. So spiritually, he's overwhelmed with the energies of the divine feminine, but he or she, I just use the word he because it's easier, now wants to get to know this person more. They are feeling the love. They want to get back together. They want to get back together and talk. They want to get to know each other. They want to reconnect. They want to get back. All right? That's where they're at. And I know this has come up so many times. A lot of people have gotten into reconciliation, all right? And you see it all the time. And if you haven't, please join some of the twin flame groups on Facebook because people post about their experiences. And you will see that, I just saw somebody posted yesterday or today that they're back in union after 20 years of being apart. So, this is where the divine masculine is in his heart space. Now, the divine feminine, interestingly, has got higher power and to be fair, but they were reversed, and we've got heart-to-heart conversations. The divine feminine is not in alignment She is getting triggered. She is going into the lower vibration. And this is what we have to work on, Divine Feminine. And I know this for a fact, and I'm doing the work. So I'm telling you guys, if you resonate with this, you can change this. Okay, this doesn't mean it's permanent. If I tell you this is what's happening, doesn't mean you're stuck with it. This is telling you this is where you're going, or this is where you're getting at, and this is where you are. So course correct right now. Okay, you want to have heart-to-heart conversation. The Divine Feminine is dying to talk to the Divine Masculine. She is desperately wanting to talk to the Divine Masculine, but she is not balanced. To be fair, it's all about wanting balance and wanting fairness, right? She is not being balanced because it was reversed. It's like I'm a Libran, so it's like the scales. When we're balanced, we're perfect. But when we're not balanced, we're going yo-yoing, we're going up and down, and that's where the Divine Feminine is. The higher power card was also upside down, which means she's not trusting in the divine. She's not trusting in this connection. I feel like a lot of Divine Feminine are losing faith, are losing hope, are losing heart. And I get it. Trust me, I get it. I'm there. I honestly, for me, it's been 4 years of no contact. And I'm exhausted. And people around me, my cousins, my friends, everybody's getting married and having kids, and I'm so happy for them. But it makes me wonder, what am I going to do? And the thing is, I've tried dating other people, and I just cannot. I always tell the universe, if this is not meant to be, then give me somebody who's meant to be, who I feel connected to. But I'm not even willing to go on a date because I just don't feel anything. And I feel it's because we are losing we're getting tired and we're unbalanced. And I feel like this is where we guys have to work on. We just have to remember that there is something bigger going on. And that's why I tell you guys to work on manifesting the small things that you don't really want, like cup of coffee, finding a blue butterfly, crap like that. Because that will make you, give you the confirmation, let's put it that way. Give you the reassurance that the universe is working on our behalf. It's like we go straight for the big things, and when the big things are not manifesting, we get disheartened and we pull back and we don't believe anything is real. So it's very important every day, while you're asking for the big thing, to also ask for the little things that you don't care too much about. That will teach you that when there isn't that much attachment to the outcome, you will get what you want, and at the same time reassure you that the universe is there working on our behalf. All right? Physical, Divine Masculine. We have got often and trust. So in the physical, the Divine Masculine does have a little bit of that negative feeling. Now, this could mean a couple of different things. It could feel like the Divine Masculine felt like they abandoned you. They abandoned you, they left you as an orphan, and they need to trust in the fact that you will accept them, despite the fact that they left you. The other meaning to this, depending on the situation, is that the Divine Masculine still feels a bit alone. Because don't forget, the energies are so new, they do feel like they're all alone in this journey. That they've been left behind. And they don't really know. And what they need to do is, honestly, the answer to both is to trust. Trust what they're feeling in the heart space. Trust what your gut is telling you. Not what the 3D world is telling you. Not the mind which kind of goes crazy. But trust in the love. Trust in this energy. Trust in this connection, Divine Masculine. And that's where they're going to be heading. So if there are some Divine Masculine who are in this space, they just need to get here. And they will, because everything else is in complete alignment. I think that taking a nap is sort of when they're like overwhelmed, but they're like, oh my God, it's so much and I'm all alone and how am I going to do this? That's when they need to take a step back. Trust that it'll work out and take a nap. Now, I even asked what they were dealing with in their shadow self. And we've got secretive. This is from the Twin Flame Shadows deck by Mystic Moon. Oh, and these were the Oracle of something, forget, by Colette Baron Reed. I don't remember the name, but the Divine Masculine's got secretive as his shadow energy. This is telling me that, well, what's hidden is that they're not being honest. They're not, even they've come to this realization, they still haven't voiced it. So a lot of you may be like, oh, if this is happening, why don't I see it in the 3D? Because they're being secretive. They're not told anybody. They haven't made it public yet. They're still dealing with the acceptance part, the planning part, right? So that's why you haven't seen it. Now with the Divine Feminine in the physical, we've got give your relationship a chance, retreat, and buy the book. Now, buy the book is telling me how you want certain things to go according to how it's meant to go. By the book, by the law, by what society expects you to do. And I feel like a lot of Divine Feminine are going through that. They really want things to be the way other people have it. And I get it. They want people to be happy. They want to have that happiness that other people have. Sometimes I feel like the Divine Feminine are hoping that they would just get the normal relationship that other people has. You know what I mean? Where everybody gets the happily ever after. I feel like they wish things were by the book. They wish that things could just be normal, that things could just be like, they find somebody, there is no separation, there's no whatever, and they just, I don't know if I'm making myself clear. And I do relate to this, and I'm sure all of you do. When you see people, society, where people meet someone, they fall in love, they get married, they have children, whatever the case may be. We sometimes want that. We want things to be easy. We want things to be the way everybody else is having it. Unfortunately or fortunately, that's not our life path. We're meant to be our light workers. We're meant to change the energy of the universe. We're meant to go through this transformation. Even if you don't believe that you're meant to do something bigger, you got to realize that this is the life path you're on because it helps you in your own growth. So things were not going to be that way. And what the universe is saying is, you need to just take a step back. Step back from the 3D, step back from everything, and give this relationship a chance. Give it the chance that it deserves. And I know you say we've given it a chance, but you might want to give it some more. All right? And I feel like that's where the Divine Feminine needs to go. I know you want things to be a certain way, but if they can't be a certain way, just take a step back. Surrender. Go with the flow. Don't be so invested in this relationship right now, especially in the month of July. Its eclipses are coming up. The energies are going to be strong. I'm not saying don't want it. I'm saying don't be so focused on it that is you're so attached to it. All right? Let go. Take a step back. What will be, will be. Remember that. And the shadow card that Divine Feminine got was walking away. Divine Feminines are getting fed up and they're like, I just want to walk away because the goddamn Divine Masculines being secretive. They're feeling all of this, but they haven't come out and told us yet. They haven't made any move in the physical. And obviously this relates to, I'm channeling those twin flames that are not in union, that have not, haven't had union in the last few months. Again, we're all in different cycles, right? Everybody. Remember, the cycles change the minute you do the work and your masculine does the work. It's all about self. So if we are doing the work and the masculine does the work, then you move faster. But if the masculine's resisting it and we're not doing the work, then obviously it's going to take longer, right? So a lot of Divine Feminine are wanting to walk away, to give up, to be done with this situation. And the universe is saying is, don't walk away, but yeah, let loose. Give up, walk away from the situation being in the current position right now. Let it be at the back of your mind, but don't be so focused on it. All right? And that's what's hidden. You deep down, you're like, I'm done. I wish I had this normal life where, I could do things by the book. I could do things like how other people in society have it. Life isn't fair. All right, so let's look at the union energy. The overall union energy is we've got Po. Time for change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom. All right, so let's read this from the book. Told you it was going to be a longer reading. It's already 30 minutes. Felt like doing a nice in-depth one. All right. We are moving from an industrial world to a post-industrial world, where the nature of time, the way in which we interact with nature, and the way we live with the technology we have created will shape us all. So today, think of what your relationship with technology is. Is it sacred? Are there sacred purposes to which this new tool can be put? If you feel intimidated by technology, choose one area about which you would like to learn. You may wish to be more disciplined about your time spent online, or you may notice you have a talent for technology, for developing communication tools that can link people and help us all develop communities for the highest good of all. You may soon become very adept at setting up websites, or finding you love dabbling in web design. I kind of do. Writing software, creating digital art, or posting movies you made. You may wish to upload performances on the internet to introduce a wider audience to your skills. You may also notice how people today have come to use the internet as a weapon. Whatever it is the right time to truly work with technology in ways that will assist you, not only for you, but for other beings. Okay, so what I'm getting, and along with that, we've got understanding, and we've got spiritual quest. So what I'm getting is that a lot of divine masculines and feminine, because this is a union energy, I feel like a lot of twin flames are going to be realizing that their spiritual quest, okay, I'm going to put it differently. What's happening is that because the acceptance is coming from the divine masculine, and at the same time the divine feminine hopefully will be surrendering and going into her empowerment if she follows the advice, you're going to come to the understanding of why all of this is happening. And why is it happening? Why don't we have this simple life? Because we're meant to go on the spiritual quest. And that's the understanding that all twin flames have to come into that realization. The spiritual growth is worth the trouble. And you know what? Even though I'm in this phase of the divine feminine and I know it, if I had to give up all of this, give up my spiritual awakening, the healing, the therapy, and everything that I do, I don't think I could. It's a part of me. That all of this also led me to teaching, which is also a part of who I'm meant to be. So for me, the reason all of this has happened is because it's my spiritual quest. That's the understanding I'm coming into. And I feel like a lot of twin flames, including the masculine, are going to realize that there is a deeper purpose here. And that's the understanding you're going to be. Remember, spirituality doesn't always have to be card readings and healing. I say teaching is part of my spiritual mission. It's what I was meant to do, and I only realized that the last 3 months. I'm still growing, I'm still discovering. So the divine masculine and feminine are now coming into the realization that there is all of this is happening because of that. And they're going to be figuring out how they can do something with technology. Now, look at me. I'm doing card readings with technology. I do my travel videos. I want to teach people things online. I'm using my spiritual quest, and I'm using technology, and I'm combining them. And that's what a lot of you will do. Why? Because it's so easy. This is on a freaking Mac. I don't have to do anything. I bought a mic recently. I don't think it works that well, by the way. But it doesn't matter. You don't need much. You can do things on your phone. Maybe you want to write a blog. Maybe you want to make a video. Maybe you just want to talk to people. Maybe you want to do something offline. Like I do sharing circles for the music community for mental health offline, but I promote it online. Same thing, right? You're using technology to basically push your spiritual mission. And I feel like a lot of divine masculines and feminine in the month of July are going to be focusing on that. And if they're not going to be using technology, they're going to be realizing that they have something more. Maybe it's developing your passion. Maybe you want to be a photographer. Maybe you want to be a singer. You are coming to that realization that this is pushing you to be the best version of yourself. And that's what will help you get into alignment, right? Now, besides that, we've got, for union energy, we've got no place like home. We've got unrequited love. Let your friends help you. We've got abundance, and we've got physical activity. Okay. So what I'm getting is, there are some of you who are still in that, and that obviously if the divine feminine has this energy, of course she's going to feel this way, that this connection is not going to work out, that she's wasting her time. And the universe is saying, if you feel like that, you've got to let your friends help you. Now, I understand that a lot of friends don't understand about this twin flame connection, especially for the divine feminine who's been waiting. You also have the universe as your friend. So ask the universe to support you. Surrender to the universe. Going back to the divine feminine cards. At the same time, for divine masculine, if you feel you cannot go after your dreams, go after what you want, which is this person, your twin flame who makes you feel like you're coming home, talk to somebody, tell your friends, tell your family, ask the universe for help. Remember, the divine masculine is being secretive. They need to voice this. If they told their family or their close friends that, look, I want this person back and I don't know how to do it, your friends will help you. Maybe they might bash on you a little bit before, but once you explain it, they will help you if they're your true friends, right? So you need to sort of trust and ask for help if you are feeling that you can't do this, if you're feeling in that lower vibration. At the same time, we've got abundance and physical activity. This is telling me that abundance can happen. You can get the happily ever after. But you've got to take some physical steps to make that happen. What are the physical steps you can make to do? For divine feminine is to let go and surrender and get back to this. Get back to what you love. Get back to the spiritual quest. Not focus on the divine masculine so much. Not focus on that perfect picture you have in your mind. Just let go. And for the divine masculine, you are not alone. Ask for help. Talk to people. Tell people what you're feeling. Whether it's your friends, whether it's universe, whether it's a therapist, whether it's whoever. Remember, if you want this abundance, if you want to come back to this relationship which feels like coming home, which feels like where you belong, you have got to open up and talk and trust. All right? So I've got some advice cards for divine masculine, divine feminine. These are, I think, Gabrielle Bernstein's cards. So for the divine masculine, we've got, I am the loving energy of the universe. First and foremost, divine masculine, you are the loving energy of the universe. You have all the power in the world, in the universe, to go after and to achieve whatever it is that you want. Remember that. Attack, pain, fear, and judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. If you are judging, if you are in that orphan energy, if you feel fear, if you feel you'll be judged, if you feel that the divine feminine will not accept you, if the world will not accept you, ask for help. And again, this goes back to ask your friends for help. It's come up twice. Divine masculine. Stop being so secretive. Talk about it. Ask for help. Okay, just ask for help, and that's all. And everything will work itself out. Divine feminine, your advice cards. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Surrender. You may think you need this relationship. You may think you need your divine masculine at this minute. You may think you need that job. You may think you need that money. You may think you need that house. You may think you need whatever. You don't need anything to be happy right now. All you need to do is let go and surrender to the universe, to God, to angels, to Yoda, whatever you believe in. I like to use the word energy because I'm not religious. But surrender. Forget what you think you need. Forget what you think is important for you to feel whole. Just ask the universe to help you and just trust that the universe will. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. I want you to repeat this to yourself, divine feminine, in the month of July. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. Whatever it is that you want, the universe is supporting you at all times. So if it's something that you want that hasn't come into fruition, there is still an opportunity for it to happen. Doesn't mean it won't happen in the future. So just stay on the course and believe and trust and let go of what you think you need. Just be in the now. Focus on what you love. Focus on your spirituality. Focus on your hobbies. Focus on what makes you happy. And focus on your connection to the divine. Alright guys, I hope this was helpful. It's a nice long reading. If you wish to book a private reading, you can log on to my website or you can just send me a message and I will give you all details. All this info is in the description box below. Please do like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell button and take care. Bye.